What is going on, guys? The Beast on here. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to jump right into it. A little bit about me. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Tennessee. I work in factory work, have worked mainly factory work my whole life. I've had a few other jobs. I was a delivery driver. I worked at a pharmacy as a cashier. A few different things, but mainly factory work. Uh, Very hard work that I do now. It's not the best job in the world, but it does help pay the bills. Um, a little bit about my inspiration of why I decided to get into YouTube. Little background, story about YouTube for me is I didn't really get into YouTube. I did use YouTube, if I wanted to look something up or, a tutorial on something, a lot of gaming stuff. I'm a big gamer. Going to get into that a little. As for actually subscribing to people and getting on their channel and seeing their daily uploads or watching their older content, that really wasn't something I'd done. It wasn't until I found someone called Boogie2988. I'm sure most of y'all that see this will more than likely already know who he is, and Mick Jagger. I didn't find McJuggernuggets until a little bit later on, after I'd been watching Boogie2988 for a while. Um, I'd watched a couple of Boogie's videos, mainly his Francis skits is what kind of got me in his general direction. It wasn't until I started really watching his vlogs and stuff that I really started, got subscribed, started watching his videos. It wasn't until he had actually done a video that I'd watched about his success on YouTube that he was in about the top 1,000 YouTubers. He was making enough money off of YouTube to live a comfortable life. As for McJuggernuggets, I didn't actually find him until I started kind of getting more into YouTube. I was curious about exactly how making money and videos and all that worked. Found a video and it was him talking about his success and the Psycho series, and I decided to see what the Psycho series was all about. So I watched it, got into it, watched for a while, did not realize that it was completely all just a skit. It was just a series. I was kind of skeptical because there was something I was like, there's just no way. Is this guy really going through all this and putting it on the internet for everybody to see? He, I guess later on come out and let it know that the series was just a series. Of course, I didn't know that for a while. I was watching these videos and I was like, oh my God, all this is happening. It wasn't until sometime after, his uncle had come into the series and was helping him out and doing stuff for him that I had been watching not only the Psycho series, but I'd started watching his daily uploads as well. And in there he spoke about the Psycho series, and I think it was around the time he was talking about the documentary that he's apparently has coming out sometime soon. Um, Definitely want to see that when it does come out. But he had mentioned that the Psycho series wasn't real, and then of course I got a little more into his videos and stuff and realized that it was just a series, and I was like, cool, at least this guy's not going through immortal hell and it's real. um, Still watching the Psycho series, there's a lot of videos out there um, that go with the Psycho series. I think his series is like 600 some videos long. That includes all the stuff that happens to him, his vlogs, his Q&As, his fan mail, all things that help push me towards wanting to be a YouTuber. I was like, hey, Q&A, that's cool. Fan mail from fans. I would like to do something like that. So thanks to both Boogie2988 and Mick Jagger Nuggets. I'm grateful for what you guys do on YouTube, and you've helped inspire me to actually decide to start my own channel. I do not know either one of these guys personally. Would love to one day in the future. Would definitely collab with them, and would definitely like to actually hang out and get to know them. A little bit about my channel. Um, I'm into video games. I'm into music. Was a big Super Nintendo, player as a little kid. And I mean, I was born in '91. I'm not sure when the Super Nintendo come out, but that's the first game system I remember ever playing. And then I remember playing a Sega, just this little black console that had this kind of like fancier looking, Super Nintendo controller, but I think it only had like two buttons. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've had a Sega or even played one. I would love to actually find one and play on it. I remember playing Sonic, and there was a Lion King game where you played as this little, I guess it was Simba, I'm gonna assume, and it was fun. Um, and then of course there was the Nintendo 64, and then I played the PlayStation all the way up to the PlayStation 4, which I have now. Um, I still currently own a Nintendo 64 and do play some older games. And that's part of what my channel is going to be about. I'm actually going to have a gaming channel. It's going to be Beast Mode Gaming. I'm not sure when I'm going to start that. I still got to get everything I need for that set up. But I will eventually do that. As for, what my channel is going to be about, um, you know, the gaming and the music, I'm going to talk about music, I'm going to talk about gaming, but as for anything else, like, I'm not sure if I'm going to do some prank videos or, unboxings. I would love to sign up for Loot Crate. I think not only is that cool to do because you get all the cool stuff that Loot Crate sends you, but, that would give me an unboxing thing. Would definitely be interested in doing that. Q&A, when, we've actually got enough people that I can actually answer more than 5 questions. That would be great. But until that happens, it's just going to be mainly about gaming and vlogging and just, seeing where it goes. Hopefully you enjoyed this first video. I'm definitely looking forward to doing the next one. And until next time, this is the Beast Song, signing off.